Hello folks, John Goldstein here. This customer came in with what he thought was a little problem, and boy, it was everything but that. So this isn't your average RV. This is a gigantic Super C that's set up to tow 50-foot trailers with all kinds of race cars in it, and that's what this guy's trying to do, and that's why it's on the ground, and that's why we're rushing through this, because we got to get it done. We got to get it back to him. We got to do it the best that we can, because he's got to make that race. And when he came in, like I said, he thought he had a little problem. He had a piece of styrofoam in between the cab and underneath the bed. All of this got wet, started from a little crack on the corner on the clearance lights, and it turned into this gigantic problem. You know, that was the inside on the bed, and underneath this pylon is what's left of rotted wood. Now that we've talked about what we're at and what's on the floor and what fell out, let's go show you what it looks like with a gigantic hole in the front of a Super C. Here we are right now on the top of a scaffold trying to take a look at where we are on the front of this Super C. Originally when this came in, it was all shiny on the top, but falling apart on the inside. And falling apart on the inside pretty much landed over there on the floor, and here's where we are right now. It's all cut away. We've come back, we've added blocking on the sides, trying to true it up, make it strong again. We've determined that both end walls and the top are all good. The way this manufacturer built it is slightly different than everybody else. Some people use aluminum tube, some people build it with wood, some people build it with plywood. This one's built with plywood that's pretty much got a pylon on the outside and a pylon on the inside, trying to make that plywood waterproof. It is waterproof until it comes in from the side, and then it sleeps in the center, which is pretty much what happened here. And that whole thing sandwich, you know, you got your pylon, you got your other pylon, and you got your wood. It all fell apart, as you could see. So that's all gone, and because that all fell apart, it was actually rubbing right here on this cab. So when we took it out, it was all raw. You could see bare metal, so we had to come back and we painted all that, so that way when we get all those pieces ready, they can go in. We've protected that metal, and we can continue to put it back to how it was and try to make this customer happy by making it look like it never happened. Have you ever wondered what it looked like when your cap was all gone and you got that pass-through ventilation? As you could see right here, we took all that off to fix all that. We had to disconnect it from the inside of the cab. You can see all the way out the back door, and that's not normal. As you can see right here, this is the overall construction of the roof, and it's really kind of hard to tell, but in the center, it's actually sagging. So probably because we took all of the support out here. So when we go and put it all back together, we need to bring that up, tie everything together, try to make it flat, tie into the sides, and make it structurally sound. Over here, we have all of our three pieces. They're already glued together. We have our sandwich, like I was talking about. We have our exterior, our interior. We use a marine grade plywood. It's all glued, stapled. We use our good old fashioned weight down the top, put plywood and a bunch of batteries on the top to hold it down overnight to glue this all together and help make it one solid piece. Now let's go on the inside, show you what it looks like, and talk to you about how we're fixing a similar problem that he had on his slide out. Over here, we used to have that face frame that finished off the bed. That all had to come out, so we had access to get inside of here, take all those staples out, tying into the piece that made the platform for the bed. And another problem this vehicle had is this slide out, the wall was actually starting to separate from the floor, and the only way that we were able to fix it in this situation with this customer's time frame and this customer's budget, we've come back and we've added angle iron on the floor, tying that wall to the floor, and then we've also done angle iron aluminum on the inside that's going to be hidden by the sofa, tying this wall into this wall, anchoring them together because they're actually coming apart because the way that it was constructed with staples and plywood, it just didn't have enough support over time to hold all those pieces together. So we came back, we added structure with that metal and the angles, tying this wall to the face and this wall to the floor. And then we'll put the sofa back in and you won't even know that it's there, giving that support and making it strong. Well, as you can see, here we are right now. That's what's going on. This is what we started with. In a very short time, we're gonna put it all back together. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna polish it. We're gonna seal it. And we're gonna make sure that we're on time for this customer. We're gonna make sure that you can't even tell he ever had this problem to begin with. Like, follow, and subscribe to see where we are on future projects, or if you're in Fontana, California, stop on by. Oh my God, that's not supposed to be like that. Dang, the whole cap is missing.